Mewtwo. And we're gonna build it. The entire genre actually is Mewtwo here, and we're going to be building him as well as going over some interesting facts about Mewtwo. Now, I don't remember all of them. I don't have a script I'm reading from or anything like that, but I will be posting some facts in this video that you guys can look at as we go along and build this model here. Oh wow, this is a lot of pieces here. This is way more than I thought it was going to be. I'll splice this video up, of course. I don't want it to be too long, and we'll kind of choose the best. Mewtwo appears in quite a few different renditions, animated and video game wise. His first appearance is in Pokemon Red and Blue. There we go. Come in the form of you finding notes about him in Cinnabar Island and the ruined Pokemon Mansion. And then for the animated series, actually, it's kind of interesting. He's Pokemon 150 of the original 150, and he's actually the very first Pokemon that you see in the animated series. And you may be wondering, like, how's that possible? You know, that you see Mewtwo, the very first scene, but he's actually in the original theme song. I mean, it's kind of almost like a blink and you miss it situation, but right at the very start, and I'll put a clip in there, you see him and Mew flying across the screen. So pretty interesting. Pretty interesting indeed. Okay, so this guy, these eyes stickers go on these, so I'll show you what it looks like and then we'll cut from there. What are we thinking? Decently even? Maybe a little crossed? I think it's pretty good, right? Not bad. So A16 to B212 on here. Oh yeah. Okay, bam. There we go. Nice. There we go. Oh, his joint moves. That's really cool. Okay. So yeah, this clamped in on this end and then right here. And now it's movable. Very cool. Okay, 7. So A17 is this big boy right here. Pop this bad boy out. There we are. And it looks like we're gonna put it on top of this guy. So we're smashing these two big boys together here, putting them as such, all into the proper alignment. This goes here, these go here. We click them together. Yep. That all looks good. Let's get these guys together here. Get this guy together. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Okay. Does this thing come up and down? It does. Okay. Here's the bottom part. You can see it moves around. Step number 6 is A213. So A213. Taking this part off. And we're putting it on the back here. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So we're on A213, which is this portion right here. We're taking the back of this and we're lining it up with this piece right here. In that center there you can see. And then this portion right here. We're gonna line it up. I get it. There we go. Heard that snap? That was a good sound. There we go. This guy. Pulling that one out. We take it. This one's very obviously centered in the proper spot. Snap those pieces together, and there you go. Now that one's together. Nice. Moving on. Okay. Now we got step number 8. We're placing the main frame of the body, A13, onto this gentleman right here. We'll put it the same way. There we go. That's what it currently looks like. Okay. There we go. Here's the body so far. Not bad. Not a huge fan of the way they got the stickers on here, but honestly, I don't really know how they would have done it any differently. They cut it in certain sections, as you can see. It looks like that's how it came. It wasn't torn like that. It came cut, pre-cut, so you could kind of arc it around this rounded edge here. Which, I mean, I don't know how else they would have done it, but that's fine. Looks like there's a little marking on the base there. That's okay. So we got the body so far. We have the head. Okay. Oh, speak of the devil. Step number 9, head onto the body. There we go. Okay. So now we got Mew. Proper Mew. There we go. That's what it looks like so far. We're going to be connecting this with this back part. Pop this in and this in. There we go. Click it in and... Okay. Is that right? Yep. Okay. That kind of keeps the head in place a little bit there. Okay. There we go. Back end in. See if I can I get this in anymore? Let's see. Nope. Okay. That should be good. There we go. Now we got step 11. We're going to be taking the leg there, B14, B15, putting those together, and B12 and B13, putting those together over the end of B14 and B15, it looks like. So let's go ahead and do B14, B15. Okay. Wow, this one's a little more complicated. This one's definitely harder than the Eevee one to put together. I mean, this joint even moves. Like this joint goes back and forth. Look at this. See? Which is pretty wild. I mean, the Eevee doesn't really move at all. It's a great figure, but this one's definitely more advanced. So we got Mewtwo. We got one of the legs. Now the next step is to put the toes on. So we're gonna take B1. We're gonna put the toe on, and then we're gonna attach it to the body. We're gonna take a Mewtwo, and we're going to put this leg on his body as such. So base here goes in, boop, and there we go. There is Mewtwo with one leg that actually moves, as we discovered, going up and down like this. So that moves, and it looks like we haven't figured out what this quite does yet, but his ankles move, so we can make them like this, we can make them like this. And there we are. There's Mewtwo so far. Let me do a little bit of a zoom out. Mewtwo so far. Okay. Moving on. Step 13. So step 13 is the exact same steps that we just followed. So I'm going to do those real quick, and then we'll cut to him having both legs. Okay. Here we are with Mewtwo, both his legs on, both going up and down on the ankles. Looking very cool so far. His back end obviously is still hanging out here, but he has the little cord there in the back. His eyes look pretty centered, right? I would say so. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll zoom out a little bit so you guys can get a better look. There's Mewtwo so far. Let's keep it moving. All right. So next we got B216, B217. The picture shows. There it is. It says piece those together. We got it pieced together as such. Okay. Next says B214 goes into this piece, okay, at the top, and then B215 goes on the other end of B214. Okay. And we piece these in to this port. So I'm going to think it is this small hole in this one, and then this middle hole into this portion. So we're going to try for that. There we go, and squeeze those together. There we go, beautiful, and there we go. Look at that, we have a little joint going on. Yep, there we go. This must be the arm. I mean, that would be reasonable to expect that it's the arm. All right, B216, or excuse me, 16 says B219, so we're gonna find B219. Those are both 18, here's 19. So we're gonna take B219. We're gonna take that off there. This is B219. And it looks like we're gonna be putting one portion of the hand on. And just so you guys can follow the picture as well, there it is, B219. And we need to line up the hand properly, just one of them. View from the back, it should look like this. Push that in, there we go. Okay, looks about right to me from the picture. And then we're gonna take B218 and slap it on the other side of this hand. Okay, does that look good? What do we think? Push in a little more, a little more. Trying to get rid of these edges as much as possible with this. And there we go, there's his hand. And we're gonna make this shape here line up with his hand socket, which looks like that. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it in like so. Bam, there we go, that was easy. And there is his hand. We'll push this down a little bit because it was going crazy. Look at that, the joint's moved though. That is awesome. Very cool. Okay, so we're gonna put him down like that. Joint down as such. And there is Mewtwo so far, one-armed. One-armed Mewtwo. Okay. Step 17. All right, step 17 is the same thing as step 16 was with building the arm. So we're gonna go ahead and configure that arm really quick and then put him on Mewtwo so we can see what it looks like after both of those. Okie dokie. Yep, that looks right. Okay, so there we go. We have Mewtwo with both arms. They both go out. You can put the wrist in, out, like I could do like this guy, and then go like this, and ba-bam, he's doing cool stuff. He's waving at you, hello. All right, so there's Mewtwo so far. Put his arms down there. And we'll move on to, looks like now we got the tail, A1 and 2, and then A4 and 5 together. So we'll put A1, 2, and A1, 1 together first. Okay, so we finished putting the tail together here. We just pieced both sides together, put it in the smaller end, and then we're gonna go ahead and push this tail into this gentleman here, bam. And there you have it, there's his tail. I believe it, okay, yeah, it doesn't go up and down, but this tail swings a little bit there, and there's Mewtwo so far with his tail, pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. So we're gonna set him down to the side there. And last but not least, we're actually going to be putting together this stand.
Bro. Be fucking real, man. Come on.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot more complicated to put together. So if you're gonna do it with a child, I would definitely be there to assist them so they don't mess up any of the pieces, or I don't know, just get frustrated in general. They may not be able to do it. But there's Mewtwo. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for joining me and watching this model building. Hopefully you learned some new facts about Mewtwo. As this video is progressing, you've obviously seen that there have been random things posted. So if you like that kind of style for these videos, please let me know. I'll be doing more model building and trying to follow a similar trend. Feel free to leave a comment if you'd like to see me build somebody specifically, and I'll try to get my hands on that particular model and go from there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.